My name is Fati Shaibu-Ali. I'm a journalist and media practitioner. I am one of the hosts of the Happy Morning Show on ETV Ghana and Happy 98.9 FM. I am also manager and coordinator of ETV Ghana E-Academy of Media Studies. I've been in the media for 20 years. I started in 2001 at a campus radio station at UCC, Radio Valco. I was doing the excerpt from the newspapers, and then sometimes I was asked to host the lunchtime show. So that's how I got into the media, and then I went back to school and eventually ended up at Sky Power FM in Takrade and Sky TV. I was the first person to be on Sky TV when it was established, and it was just like by accident, because the person who was prepared to do the show that time got cold feet. So I said, well, I'll do it. And then I went and I read the news, and that was my first TV experience. From there, I moved to GBC Radio in Cape Coast. Then I moved to Metro TV. Then I moved to ETV. I've also had some short stints with News Channel 5, KSDK channel in St. Louis, Missouri. I've also interned at ETV South Africa. That's just about it, and that's how my career has gone so far. And currently, as I mentioned, I host the Happy Morning Show with my colleagues Samir Shen and Raymond Yamado. So that's just it. And then when I'm off air, I work on E-Academy. It's a media school, a professional media school run by the Global Media Alliance Broadcasting Company. I mean, I hold my own, and they've never made me feel inferior or made me feel like I'm not up to it. My opinions matter as much as theirs. So it's refreshing, especially to have men who are supportive of women, because I've been in spaces where the notion of, oh, you are a woman has come up, but on the show it doesn't happen like that. I would say equal pay for equal work, life, social, career balance. These are the two major challenges that I think women face in the media industry. You would also see that when it comes to management positions in the media industry, there are just a few women, but I know that there are capable women who can manage, you know, some of these media stations. So these are the challenges that I see in the media industry where I find myself. I don't think it's so much about the person being female. There are a lot of people, when you are interviewing them, especially with limited information on your part or limited research, they tend to walk all over you or shut you down or ask you questions that would make you feel like you really didn't do your research. So that is the problem. I don't want to attribute it to the fact that the person is a woman, but there are people that if you don't go prepared, they are going to expose you or they are going to disgrace you. So you need to go prepared when you are going to interview people, no matter who the person is. You should make sure you do your research and you have enough information. But there is also a trick. Sometimes journalists tend to hide behind the masses and say that I'm asking a question for the masses. It is not my own question. So that is a way that you can hide if you think that you've not done enough research. But I would say that it is imperative that you do your research so that you know exactly what kind of questions you ask them, and you can even challenge the answers they give you if they are not factual. We need to keep voicing our concerns, we need to fight, and we need to make sure that we match up when it comes to qualification, so that it's not like because you're a woman, even if you are also qualified, then you don't get it. But if you, because of other factors, like maybe you are a mom, you are a wife, you have other things that you're doing, so because of that you are taking care of children and you can't go back to school, or you can't further your education, and the men keep going and going and going, you can't come back and say that you don't have the qualification, but you expect that you'll be at par with your male counterpart. So whatever we do, we need to make sure we empower ourselves so that we can compete. We want people to be recognized out of merit. We want people to gain recognition out of merit, and not just always play the I am a woman card, so I deserve this or that, without anything backing those requests. Journalism, they say, is born out of passion. However, you need education, you need the right people, you need the right connections. And in terms of connections, I'm talking about you need people that you can have interviews with. You need people that when you need information, you can call on. So connection is very important. Education is very, very important. No matter how passionate you are about journalism, you need education and you need to keep learning. For journalism, it's like fine wine. You get better with experience. I mean, how I will conduct an interview today is not the same way I was conducting interviews 10 years or 20 years ago when I started. So just keep getting better, keep learning. You never cease learning when it comes to journalism. So that's the advice that I can give. And I'll also say that it is not all glam. It is not about sitting on TV. It is not about people hearing your voice on radio. There are a lot of areas in media that you can focus on. There are producers, there are editors, there are camera personnel, there are visual editors, and of course there are presenters. But it looks as if, from my experience, almost everybody wants to be a presenter, but it doesn't always work like that. You need to make sure that you fit before you conclude that you want to be a presenter. I am Fati Shaibu-Ali. I choose to challenge. Happy International Women's Day.